Okay, hi back everybody. Welcome back, ProSpartanGamer with Rebirth of a Legend, episode number 16. I'm really looking forward to this one. New challenge, new start for Simic. Just recap briefly from 15. He decided to leave Torino. He had 5 reasonable offers. Napoli, probably the biggest club out of all of them, but he's decided to come to the English Premier League and join Fulham. And he will be playing in the SS position, and he's got straight in the first game after the January window, and it's away to Hull, and he is playing SS just in behind Dimitar Berbatov. So it's a good chance for Simic. We had that surprise in episode 15, if you remember. Simic won the World Football of the Year. Couldn't quite understand how he had done enough to win that. Obviously he had a fantastic time of it for Kilmos in season 3 in the Argentinian football. This is the second half of season 4 then, don't forget. So we've had the January window, and we are now heading in to the Premier League, and I'm not sure where Fulham are. We'll have to see it after the highlights after this game. Just to say as well, look at the kits there. Fantastic licensed kits courtesy of GTM PES World. Links below. Great option file, probably the best one out for PS3. There's also very good ones on there for the Xbox as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the action. Let's see if Simic can get his Fulham career off to good with a good debut here. Maybe even an assist or a goal would be fantastic. Here we are then. Barclays Premier League, KC Stadium. Hull v Fulham. We are wearing the white of Fulham, don't forget. New chapter for Simic. Hopefully he can set the Premier League alight and continue his international career with Croatia, and perhaps get a few more assists and goals. A goal would be great here today. A debut goal would be fantastic. He would also love to get on the score sheet for Croatia. That hasn't happened yet. Not sure what number he's going to be wearing. This will be... It's obviously not Capitano. Didn't expect him to be fair. Out they come then. Simic's first taste of the English Premier League in season 4 here. The Rebirth of a Legend. ProSpartanGamer here. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for backing this series so well. It's been a surprise to me how many of you are into it. Glad you are, by the way. Not meaning it any other way than that, but yeah, it's going really well, and I'm enjoying this series on PES 2014. This is really good this year. Here we go then. There's Simic, number 21. Just playing off Berbers. If you wanted to get an early touch, that's for sure. Berbers. Berber again. Simic. Oh, tried the cheeky backflip. Wasn't a bad effort, to be fair. Deflection. Berbatov was aware of him, which is nice to see. Corner in. Lucky. Great tackle, Simic. And he's in. Simic early. Oh, what a good save from McGregor. Good play from Simic. Just offside. Tried to bend his run. Oh, it's close. But they're looking for him, which is good signs here. He was always frustrated at Torino that he was never getting the ball when he made the runs. So, good, encouraging signs here in the first 20 minutes of his new club. Berbatov scored. Simic will take great credit from the hassle he gave the defender to give the ball away. First goal with Simic on the pitch has come from Berbatov. Stimage is hassling in the corner there. Look at this. Went in there. Made him do a stupid crossfield pass, really. Straight to Berbatov. And he slotted it home easily. 1-0 Fulham. 28 minutes gone and Stimage feeling right at home already with this Fulham side. He feels like he's part of it. One more Berbers. Out wide. Simic. Great run from Simic. Deflected wide. Berbatov nearly got in the way. Deflected wide for a corner. Great play from Simic. Keeper comes to punch. Simic trying to help back with the defence. Wins the ball. No one there to help him out. Lovely play. Wants it again. Gets it. Stimage. Oh, trying to play it too quick. Should have knocked it earlier there. But he's having a good first half on his debut, that's for sure. Manager will be pleased with the money they spent for him at the moment. Good half, Stimage. 1-0 Fulham then away at Hull. And a good first 45 minutes in the white shirt of Fulham for Stimage. Second half to come. Great play from Berbatov there in the middle. He's in there. Oh, what a goal from Berbatov. What quality football. We'll leave that in. Nothing to do with Stimage. All about Berbatov. And that is absolutely class in a glass. What a goal. Look at that flick there on the halfway line. And then he laid it off first time volley. Went for the return. Lovely ball into him. Got hold of it and then on the volley. What a goal from Berbatov. What a finish. 2-0. 2 for Berbatov. Absolute class. Stimage has got the legs. He could be in here. Gets it back again. To losing it. Loses it again. Ah, damn you. Should have done more with that chance. He knows it. Stimage. Oh, what a finish! That's how to put it in. That's fantastic, Stimage. You're off and running now, son, in that Fulham shirt. Absolutely outstanding finish. Pick that one out. 3-0 Fulham. What a lovely ball. He's getting that turn round. Opened up. Fortunately hit it with his left and thought, no. Space to come back on me right. Drilled it in off the underside of the bar. What a strike. What a finish, Stimage. Well done, that young man. Look at that. In off the underside. Pick that baby out. So 3-0 up here. Stimage with 2. Berbatov with 2. Stimage with 1 on debut. That will do him no end of good. First goal for a little while as well. He had a barren spell in Italy, but he started off fantastically here in West London. Well, whole day, but he's got it again. Looking for Berbatov. Oh, nearly found his strike partner. Unlucky. They look like they got a good partnership going already up there. 62 gone. He may well be pulled soon, but he'd be delighted with his work so far. No, he hasn't come off. Thought he would have done. Here he comes again, picking up the ball. Spreading it wide, lovely. Growing in confidence here. Gets it again. Gives it simple. Goes again. Berbatov's in for hat-trick. Oh! Should have scored that. How far away was he? Yeah, scuffed it. So there it is, the end of Stimmage's first game in the English Barclays Premier League, and it's a comfortable 3-0 away win for his side, Fulham, with Berbatov scoring 2 goals. The second one was an absolute peach, a goal of the season contender. Stimmage's goal himself wasn't bad. He had a good debut for sure. I'm thinking he might get a 7, at least a 6.5, but it's encouraging that the players were willing to pass to him and a lot of the runs were getting picked out. So I think it could be a great move this for Stimage. Let's have a look at the ratings then. An 8. Whoa, what a start. An 8 for Stimage and an 8 for Berbatov. No doubt that Berbatov was man of the match. But an 8 is a fantastic start for Stimage. That is a very high rating on PES. You don't usually see 8s. There you are. Very, very chuffed with that. Let's see where Fulham are in the table, because we haven't looked at any of that at the moment. So Fulham doing quite nicely, really. In 9th place. It would be great to get some sort of European football. Can't believe Everton are 17th. That's just crazy. Right down in 17th. Likes of Sunderland, Norwich, Crystal Palace 13th. Seems quite strange that. Anyway, let's crash on to see what happens next. Obviously there's his career stats now. 1 appearance, 1 goal, and already 27 career goals from 55 games. Fantastic stuff. 79 rating. He should appear in a minute in his Fulham top. Obviously at the moment he's working on that centre midfield position as well. There is Stimage in the Fulham top. Right. Let's crash on and see if he gets picked for the next game. Hopefully so. Hopefully. Well, it's Rennie Munstein now. It's not Martin Yole, Fulham manager. It's Rennie Munstein, the manager. Hopefully he likes what he saw from Stimage in that display. Left out of the matchday squad against Newcastle away. That's disappointing. That is a bit disappointing after the start he had. Never mind. He's got a goal and he's had his first game, so don't be too disheartened. God, he's on a total up as well. That's a bit of a shame. Fulham lost 1-0 to Newcastle. Everton beat Swansea. That's good. Let's have a look at the table then. So they've dropped down now to 10th, which is a shame because Newcastle were up near them there. Hopefully the next game maybe he gets the nod. Big news there is Stimage has gone up to 80. A nice round 8-0 on the rating now. That's very good. Don't forget when we started he was only 64. So we've gone up 16 points so far in his this is in his 3 full seasons, and this is a 3/4 of his 4th season. So he's going up, he's progressing really nicely. Hopefully he's going to get game time for Fulham, and Rennie Munstein's not going to have the rattler treatment round his heroes. Yes, he's been picked for Fulham's game against my beloved Everton. Fantastic. Stimage is playing against Everton at Craven Cottage, and you've got that coming up next. That is really exciting for me. Great stuff. Here we come then. Craven Cottage. First taste of a home game for Stimage against the mighty Merseyside Giants Everton. My beloved Everton. Hopefully you're watching the SP Spartan series as well I'm doing on the Master League on PES. And obviously the SP Spartans recently got knocked out of the FA Cup by Everton. Yeah, but this is all about Stimage's home debut. And what a fantastic debut he had at Hull with the goal and a rating of 8. Great start to his career here. And he's on an upward arrow in this game, so all things are looking good. There's Leighton Baines with the armband for Everton. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, Stimage. Do your stuff today. Craven Cottage is on his feet for Stimage and the Fulham boys. We're having a decent season, mid-table delights. There they are. There's the Fulham faithful clapping them on. There's Stimage, number 21 on his back. It's a big battle between him and Brian Ruiz, who gets the shirt. But Stimage has got it this time. Ruiz played in the last game against Newcastle. So it's a bit of a battle between the pair of them. Who gets that job just in behind Berbatov. Stimage picking it up and going again. Oh, poor ball back to him. Stimage. Great run from Stimage. Lovely finish. Stimage is on fire at the moment. And he's got scored on his home debut as well. What a finish. There he is. There's a celebration we've come to know. Great stuff, Stimage. Great layoff from Berbatov. First time nutmeg ball. Look at that. Beat one. Went past Alcaraz like he wasn't there. Thought he'd overdone it then. And then it was just a stretch toe end. Past, I don't know if it is Howard in goal, but there he is charging through. We haven't seen Stimage wasn't doing this in Italy. He'd lost it a little bit. He's found it again here in West London, that's for sure. Great stuff. 1-0 Stimage. It was 1-0 Fulham. But it's Stimage who's got it very early on here. Stimage again picking it up midway inside his own half. Lovely ball. In behind. Oh, nearly an assist for Stimage. Beasley, I think. Sorensen's the goalie, not Howard. He's obviously gone somewhere else. 4 years in here, don't forget. Half time coming then, and Stimage has got the only goal, but he's been very, very lively. He could have had a couple more. One for overrunning the ball. He's worked hard back as well. He's having a really good performance this. And there it is, half time. And Craven Cottage will be delighted with the new signing that has been brought in January at the moment. 2 goals in 2 games and looking the real deal. Nikita Jelavic has equalised for Everton. That's a bit of a rare thing here. So it's now 1-1. Fulham will be disappointed. They've been the better side really. They've had the more chances. Stimage has been a little bit wasteful in possession a couple times. Again there. It's up there though. Good play, Stimage. Stimage. Great stuff. Looks to bend it. Oh, good save. See what he was doing. Look to bend it around the defenders in the far corner. Good effort. Another shot on target. Stimage again gets it. Beats his man. Stimage. Oh, he's put it over. Opened up for him. Great run from Berbatov to take the defenders away. Well, I don't like celebrating Everton losing, but obviously in the context of this thing, with Stimage playing for Fulham, it's a good result for Fulham, a 2-1 win. Brian Ruiz replaced Stimage on 70 minutes and got the winner, but don't forget Stimage got the first goal and did have a very good game, so I'm expecting another high rating, which it's been a fantastic start to his career here in West London with Fulham in the Barclays Premier League. Let's see what he got. Yeah, 7.5 man of the match display. He could have had another goal easily. He started with an 8 and a 7.5 and 2 goals. Fantastic start to his career. Couldn't have started any better. Hopefully the manager is going to pick him for some more games now. Although Brian Ruiz is very good also on the bench, so it's a bit of a struggle between the two of them. Who's going to get the nod there behind Dimitar Berbatov? Just see where Fulham are on the table now. Back up to 10th. Mid-table delights, that is, obviously. But they're in the pack. They're only 2 points off 6th. So there is a good chance still of pushing to get in the Europa League, maybe. Let's see where what that makes Stimage's career records look like. Fantastic start. 7.7 average in 2 appearances and 2 goals is fantastic. 28 career goals now. 4 career assists. Appearances 56. He is averaging 1 goal every 2 games, which is very good for an attacking midfielder. SS really. I know he has played quite a lot of his football as a striker, and he certainly has an eye for goal. There's no doubt about that. I don't know who the next game is, but you're going to find out in a minute. It was away to West Bromwich Albion, but once again squad rotation is in effect and he's been left out of the squad. So Brian Ruiz is obviously getting the start this week. The disappointing 3-0 drumming for Fulham away to West Brom. So that must make the Ronnie Munenstein think, well, maybe I should be picking Simic. Can't have done him any harm. Surely he must be in the thoughts for the next game. That will make Fulham drop down the table a little bit. And it's a bit of a gap opening up now. They're now 5 points off 6. What's the next game then? So it's Southampton away next. Do we get the nod at St Mary's? Yes, we do. So that's the game you've got coming up next. Simic, gracing the South Coast, will be playing at St Mary's against Southampton. Here we are then, St Mary's, Southampton, and another Premiership outing for Fulham away from home. And Simic, third game for Simic. He scored in both the 2 games so far, and both the 2 games in this episode 16 of Rebirth of Legend. I told you I was looking forward to it, this new start for Simic, and so far it hasn't disappointed me. Hopefully it hasn't disappointed you at home. He's getting plenty of ball, he's looking like a goal threat, and the players around him, the likes of Berbatov, you know, great player, looking intelligent player, making intelligent runs, making space for Simic, which is what was all about and what we wanted. Once again, these kits looking fantastic. I said earlier, it's PES World, and the links in the description below. So out we come. Simic will be up for this today again. Another chance for him to show what he can do in the English Premier League. This is 5th club, don't forget, in not quite 4 seasons when it all started for him. Dutch football, French football, Argentinian football, Italian football, and now English football. Here we go then. Come on, Simic. Can you make it 3 goals in 3 games? Would be great. Bursting through. Good interchange. Simic. Oh, had the shot down, but it didn't release or something. Good start though. Overrun the ball, I suppose, in the end. Simic wide. Yoshiyama for company. Does well. Oh, good ball in. Love run away. Well played. Still in there, is it? Simic comes looking for the throw. Picks it up. Still got it. Simic. Ah! That's a Simic of, oh, what an arrow. Arrow to the corner. 3 goals in 3 games. What a strike. Absolute beautiful. Fantastic Simic. What an absolutely. I'm absolute everything here. Every word's absolute. Didn't half hit that. That's a thunderbolt from outside the box. That was travelling. Look at that. No chance for Boric. Pick of the bunch, really. All 3 goals have been decent, but he didn't half hit that. Let's have a look from behind it. Ooh, a little bit of drift away from the keeper. Arm aloft. Away we go. 3 and 3 for Simic. What a start to his career in English football. Absolutely brilliant. Amazing stuff. He can hit a ball now, that's for sure. He always could. On PES 2013, Simic could hit the ball. Purest strike of any man on that game. Simic picking it up deep. Happy to do that though. Spreads it wide to the fullback. Simic picks the pocket of Luke Shaw. Oh, come on, referee. Right on half time, he would have got absolutely lynched if that had happened in real life. He was in on goal. But it is Simic who's got the lonely goal, and what a pure strike it was. Fantastic goal. And it's 1-0 to Fulham as we go into the second half here at St Mary's. just looked at the game plan. There's been a slight change for the second half here, and Simic has got down as playing on the right wing. So, right side of midfield, just tucked in a bit. Goes and gets in the way. Simic. Good ball in. Yes, an assist for Simic. Great ball in on the back stick. And McLean is there to nod at home. And Simic will get his first assist for a long time. And his first assist for Fulham in English football. Just looked at the game plan and saw it was supposed to be wide because Ruiz had come on up top. And look at that for a ball. Invited the keeper to come and then bent away. Lovely header on the back stick from McLean. And Simic here with a goal and an assist to add to the 2 goals he's already got in the other 2 games. He's having an absolute dream time here for Fulham. Couldn't be happier. It's like a pig in shit. They're in here with Sneijderlin. Oh, and they've scored. It's 2-1. Game on again. Some great football being played in this edition of Rebirth of the Legends. Some great goals. Not just by Simic, but by the AI as well. That's another good goal. We'll just show you that one. Lovely little chip ball at the top. Chest, volley. 2-1. Good goal from Sneijderlin. Simic picking it up deep in this new position. And just spreading it out wide. Taking a bit of pressure off. Southampton have come quite strong here in the second half. So Southampton have broke away and scored. It's now 2-2 and they've come back after being 2-0 down. Simic. Nice play. Going for the return. Gets it. No, he doesn't. Simic. Oh. Going to play the full game for his first time ever here. Looks like it's going to end a draw 2-2. It does. 2-2, an assist and a goal for Simic, and another scintillating performance from the young man. Southampton came strong in the second half and got the point. It was a good effort, good away performance from Fulham. See what rating Simic got. Should be another 7 at least, I should think. 6.5, that's a goal and an assist. I thought it was a bit better than that. He was asked to do that right midfield role in the second half, which was a bit foreign to him. See where that leaves Fulham in the table then. I'm going to give you one more match in this episode, just because you've been so good at home there. So it'll be 4 matches in this episode. Fantastic stuff. Can he make it 4 goals in a row? There we see it, 11th at the moment for Fulham. In a bit of a middle island there on their own. 5 points clear of Norwich and just on the coattails of the Europa League places. Simic career stats for Fulham: 3 games, 3 goals, and that is a goal a game as well, and 1 assist. Makes his career goals 29 now and 5 career assists. Very good. 7.3 rated for Fulham. Fantastic stuff. Let's see if he's picked for the next game. He's been left out of the match day squad against Tottenham Hotspur. That's a shame. He was on a down, so perhaps not too bad. Okay, last match of episode 16 of Rebirth of a Legend, and so far you've seen Simic's career in English football with Fulham start fantastically well. He's got 3 goals in 3 games and 1 assist, and he's been picked for match day 26 against Arsenal at Craven Cottage. What a big game for him. Can't believe this. Hopefully he's on a decent up or something. It's on a blue. It's not the best, but we still have to go in and enjoy it. Just check where we got Simic playing today, because he has played on the right now in a couple games. Playing in the centre of midfield now. 78 in there. It's a different role again for Simic. He's going to have to not get carried away rushing forward. He's going to have to pick up the pieces and do the job there. Don't know if that means the centre midfield thing has come through already. We'll have to have a look after this game. Without further ado, let's get into it then. Simic playing centre mid. Here we are then. Craven Cottage, one of the big boys. First big boy really for Simic against Arsenal, and he's got to match them in the midfield. Never played centre midfield before. This is going to be a challenge. Challenge for Simic, a challenge for me, not to want to bomb on looking for the goals all the time as well. What a big game to end episode 16. I've really enjoyed this episode. I hope you have at home. We've got a lot more involved in the game. I didn't enjoy it as much for Torino. It was a real hard graft getting involved. Didn't ever get past the ball. Didn't seem like I was wanted there or something. There's Simic in the back there. Craven Cottage erupts as the players come out of the tunnel. Can Fulham beat Arsenal? There's Simic in his centre mid role. It's going to be different. You have to watch the runners from midfield of Arsenal. Gets it here easy. Just gives it simple. It's going to be a case of keeping ball, not running forward like he likes to with it quite so much. Simic wins it. Just gives it through to Beasley. Good play from Simic. Here, join up the play if he wants. Give it in here. One more. Simic. Simic! Oh, what a shot! Oh, and how's he missed the open goal? What a hit on the left for Simic. Really did it. That was a knuckle shot. And what a miss in there. Only had to tap it in. Went for the spectacular. Picks it up. Simic! Oh, flashing drive wide. Some power on it, but no direction that time. Miles wide. That was wild. Oh, and Arsenal 1-0 up with Giroud. Defensive duties today in the central midfield role. Gets hold of it there. And for the ball wide, gets a man in. One more, one more, one more. Couldn't bend his run, he didn't release it early enough. Simic having to work his lungs to get back now. Giving away cheap there, that's awful play. Can't afford to do that. And Walcott's in. Oh, Simic has been given a card and conceded the penalty. I don't think it was. He had to make the last ditch challenge. Let's have a look at it. I suppose he did. He did take him out. Penalty kick. Simic has conceded a penalty here. Bad news. We've not scored it though, luckily. Bit of luck for Fulham. On half time here. Simic struggling a bit in the centre midfield role. It's not his. He's obviously training there. He had a good start. He had a couple long shots. So he has given away a penalty and got a yellow card. Fortunately enough, Frank Lampard playing for Arsenal missed. Let's see what the second half brings. Simic picking it up in the midfield. Looking for the ball over the top. Got Gibbs turning. It's a good ball. One more player. Simic bursting through. Oh, the post. What a run from a tired youngster. See, he was weary on his legs. Can't believe he's hit the post. What a great run. Give it. Picks it up again. Beats Frank Lampard. Locks. Still going. Oh, on a ricochet. He's given everything in the middle of this midfield today. Real heart on the sleeve performance from Simic. We pick that up though, Simic. With the give and go. Should have just ran at him. Should have been more selfish there. Like now he's got it. Ozil just ran in and challenged him. Still putting in everything here in the last minutes. Come on. There it is. They've lost 1-0. Unlucky. Simic put in a real good 90 there though in centre mid. Didn't do any harm. Arsenal with a better side probably. Simic with that chance off the post, and it's the first game he hasn't scored for Fulham here at the end of episode 16. Let's see what rating he got. .5. I think that's a bit harsh. I don't know what you think at home. Very harsh. He had a couple good shots, a couple decent passes in the middle, lots of tackles just because he got the card. A 5.5. That's the worst he's had. Let's see what that makes his average ratings and all look, and where they are in the tables. We wrap up this episode 16. So Fulham on the drift in 11th. Manchester City 9 points clear at the top. Still Stimic's rating and everything looks pretty good. 4 appearances, 6.8 average rating, 3 goals, 1 assist. Nothing too shabby about that. Let's just show you his stats as we wrap this up. Look at that now. The whole lot at the beginning. Scoring instinct, header. It's all in the yellows now. Dribble speed 83. We need to work on his physical strength. That's for sure. Kicking power is going up nicely on 82. Form of 4. Weak foot accuracy 8. 4 player skill cards, don't forget. And yeah, look at that going up. Let's just have a look at that training menu and see if he is already able to play in centre midfield. National squad announcement as well before the Liverpool game, and Simic is in the squad again. There he is. He loves his Croatia, and he's a regular now. That will be his 9th cap, and hopefully he may be able to find a first goal. You can now play centre midfield. We don't need to look. There it is. Now you see on the graph to the left there, there is now a green bit which is solid all the way through. So we can go and change those training tags. We will do that now before we forget and before we leave you. Player menu, training. We had 4 there, learning the position. We want to work on his physical strength, I've decided. Make him a bit more stronger. Get rid of all of those for a minute. I'm going to put a couple more on there. That's going to be 6 on there. Speed's going well. Defence, dribbling. 1 more on dribbling. 1 more on shooting. That's what we're going to do in the moment. We're not going to work on another skill card for a minute or 2. We're just going to go ahead and change those few things. Try and make him a bit stronger so he's a bit more physical when he don't get pushed off the ball so easy. Anyway, what a great episode 16 of Rebirth of a Legend with me, the ProSpartanGamer. Don't forget to come back and watch the rest of the series I'm doing. Chill dudes, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.